Hello YTPC, this is Iron Brigade Piper coming to you from Southern California, and I hope everyone's having a great evening tonight. And just to begin, I'll tell you what pipe I'm smoking out of. It's the Missouri Meerschaum Morgan pipe. Great little nose warmer here, corncob pipe. And me being a new smoker and all, I actually have quite a few corncob pipes, and I have two of these. Great little smokers, great to take on the go if you're going out somewhere. And very affordable pipes. I think it was like 10 or 11 bucks. But out of it tonight, I'm smoking good old-fashioned Sir Walter Raleigh. Nice little burley blend, produced by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group. And it has a slight topping of anisette, which is a liquor that's very popular in the Mediterranean area and some parts of France and Spain. And never had anisette before, but I did a little research on it, and supposedly anisette has a taste of like black licorice, and you could definitely taste a little bit of that in this blend. But it does a great job just complementing the burley. The anisette's not too strong, just a light topping, and also there's a slight sweetness to the blend, which I think comes from like molasses or something like that. Obviously I'm new, so my palate is still developing, so I don't know if I'm quite right on these things. And I just love the nutty like earthiness of the burley in this blend as well. And I could actually smoke this blend all day, don't get tongue bite. Nice smooth blend, not too harsh, and it's not too mellow either. For me it falls somewhere in the middle. So I actually think it's a great blend to start off with, and it was actually the blend that got me hooked on pipe smoking about a year and a half ago when I started getting really serious into this hobby. And there's a story behind it, of course, like every pipe smoker has a story of how they got hooked into the hobby. And mine goes back to my childhood, like many of you, right? And the story goes that me and my family, we lived in this house next to this old man and his wife, and the man's name was Bud. Really sweet guy. He was just an awesome neighbor. And he was a pipe smoker, and his son would come visit him every once in a while, and they'd go in their back porch and they'd light up a bowl. Well, me and my brother at the time, we were probably like, I don't know, 10, maybe 9 or 10, and we'd be playing in our backyard out there, hanging out. And every time they would light up the bowl, this wonderful fragrance of the pipe smoke would just come over the fence of our backyard. And we would always stop. It never failed, man. Whenever we were out there and they lit up a bowl, we'd stop and we'd sit on the steps in our back porch. And me and my brother would just sit there and talk, and we'd smell that wonderful fragrance of the pipe smoke coming over the fence. And the smell of that smoke, I don't know what blend they were smoking, but the smell of the smoke to me smells like Sir Walter Raleigh. So when I smelled someone smoking this blend, Sir Walter Raleigh, out of a pipe a year and a half ago, it immediately just triggered that memory and took me back. And this blend and just the fragrance of this blend has a special place in my heart because of that memory, and there's a reason for that. My brother, for those of you who don't know, he's been in the Army for 7 years, and during those 7 years haven't had much of a chance to see him face to face a lot. And I can't remember the last time I saw him face to face. So every time I light up a bowl of Sir Walter Raleigh, it takes me back to that memory, and it makes me think about my brother. So that's why this blend is so special to me. And isn't it amazing in this hobby how just the certain sense of different blends can trigger memories that we have and just take us back. And I think that's the reason why a lot of us got into this hobby. It's like either the sight of a pipe, like seeing a pipe, or the smell of a certain tobacco took us back to a memory of one of our loved ones who used to smoke a pipe, or even loved ones who didn't smoke a pipe, like in my case, where it just took us back to a memory of a special time. and it's just a wonderful thing, and I just love that. And I just love the history as well of pipe smoking. Me being a history buff, and I was actually a history major in college, I just love the history and thinking about how many great men in the past, and women, smoked a pipe and pondered over like some of the biggest decisions in history, or some of the biggest inventions, or whatnot in history. And it just makes me think a lot about that. And I've actually started doing some research into a lot of famous pipe smokers, and maybe in some future videos I'll share some of that with you guys. But I just wanted to share this with you, this blend. Probably just a quasi blend review. I don't know if I'd call it a full-on blend review, but also just share this memory that I had and how I kind of got hooked into the hobby. But I just wish everybody a wonderful night, and I hope that when you smoke whatever blend it is you're smoking tonight, that the smell and just the taste and everything just takes you back to wonderful memories of your loved ones and your past. So happy piping, and everybody have a wonderful evening.